Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Look at all that salt. Cannot wait. Cannot wait for spring. So today we have a throttle position sensor. Got this guy. It's a blue chip throttle position sensor. So we're gonna get this guy installed today. Been noticing a couple issues. The Quadzilla, the high idle on it doesn't work all the time when it's cold. So and I've been having, if I hold my foot on the throttle at a specific throttle position sensor setting, it will rev up on me a little bit and come back down, rev up and come back down. Now I know about the grid heater, so it's not that. It's you can actually watch it go from like 2% to 3% back to 2%. It's not like it's just revving up and come back down. I can actually watch on the screen the positioning change. So I mean, the truck has 400,000 miles on it. It's not like it's a bad idea to do this. So we're gonna go ahead and I got the cover already pulled off. So then we're gonna go ahead and remove these 10 mil bolts. There's one there, all around. So we're gonna remove them and get the bell crank position pulled away. So moving that last 10 millimeter bolt here, and then on the back side, you see here, pulls away, rotate it, and there is your throttle position sensor. So there's two T20 Torx bits, folds it on, and this plug. So we're gonna get this guy and just pull it out, just remove it. So let's take a look at these two apps or throttle position sensors. You can see the one that was on here. I don't believe this is a factory one. I think this is an aftermarket one. You can see the holes are kind of slotted where these ones are not. They had those T20 Torx that held this one in, where they give you these just regular Phillips head screws to hold this new one in, plus the adapter. So now let's see here for the installation. Good shot of it. So now we have to take this guy and be careful at lining up the bell crank in there. Gotta be very careful. As you can read in the instructions, we will not replace or warranty the apps if that happens, if you break it by rotating it too hard. So when you put it in there, before you get it tight, gently twist the sensor clockwise and tighten the screws. So once we get it in there, get it all lined up properly and seated, then we'll twist it clockwise and tighten the screws. Alright, so the apps is positioned in there. So it says to turn it clockwise, which I just did. Now I can go ahead and tighten down on these screws. Alright, now that we have that hooked up, now it wants me to test the voltage. So we go back to the first page here. It says Plug the sensor harness into the factory harness using the paper clip provided. Insert it in between the orange seal and the green wire on the back of the apps connector. Push it in until it stops, or you can measure the voltage on the light blue wire with a black tracer in the factory harness. Do not confuse it with the dark blue with the white tracer. Make sure the paper clip does not contact any electrical ground or metal parts of the engine, and turn the ignition key on. Put your voltmeter to low DC scale. Should read between 0.60 and 0.67 volts. If yours reads higher than that, turn the idle stop screw counterclockwise until the voltage is below 0.60. So we're gonna right now hook our voltmeter up and see what our volts are. So right now I'm going to get this guy bolted back up. Can't even see anything. I'm gonna get this guy bolted back up in there. Get my paper clip down in here. It wants this, see the green wire? Light blue with a tracer right there. Don't confuse it with that dark blue one right there. See the light blue one? Hold on. Right there. Don't confuse it with the dark blue one. Yeah. Alright, so we got our paper clip put in at the light blue with the black tracer. Our key is on. Right now we have our leads hooked up positive, negative, just to make sure, verify we're working. So we're going to take our positive lead, leave our negative lead right in the battery. Take our positive lead. We're going to put them right through there. We're going to look over. Probably have to wiggle around. Hold on here. Oh. There you go. So we have 0.772 volts. So now what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to take our T20 Torx and we're gonna have to go counterclockwise on our throttle stop right there until our voltage drops down to 6 volts. Alright, so check with you back in a second. Oh, I believe that we are out of throttle stop. Yeah, there is. I don't know if you can see it from that angle, maybe. Yeah, right down there. So next part of the instructions say to turn it clockwise until you see the voltage move, and then back it off a half a turn. So that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna now turn it clockwise until we see it slowly, until we see the voltage change. Oh. I think that was a little much. Yep, so now we're back, give it a couple little, and drop the wrench. A ratchet. Oh, and lose the socket. Where is, there it is, right there. Alright, where were we now? Rotate it clockwise till we just see oh. There we go. Changed. So now we make a little mark down on the screw and turn it out a half turn. Let's see, do I have a Sharpie? Thought I did. So I guess I'm just going to take a screwdriver down here in the bottom. Give it a little scratch. Come on, focus. She doesn't like the focus. There it is. See that little scratch? Right here. I'm gonna back this out, bring it up here. So now our instructions tell us to turn the ignition off, remove the paper clip, disconnect the voltmeter, and replace the plastic cover. Then it says turn the key on, press the accelerator pedal slowly to the floor, then let it up slowly. Turn the key off and repeat this 2 more times and you are done. So I guess step 13 is like the official apps reset then. Do it 3 times. I guess you don't have to disconnect the battery or anything. I don't know. Maybe somebody's got some more input there. So it says when you drive the truck after installation, if it hesitates just off idle, readjust the idle stop by turning it clockwise more to raise the voltage. When you do this, you will see that by the voltmeter that there is a blank spot voltage wise, like a dead spot, just doesn't rise. The trick here is to turn the screw until you get past the flat spot, then stop at the correct voltage. Well, what is the correct voltage? Stop at the correct voltage. Like, what is the correct voltage? Just, you know? When this is accomplished, all will be well, and the hesitation will not be there. So there you go. Any questions? There you go. There's Blue Chip if you got any questions on this throttle position sensor or any of their setup. Don't mind the old Timmy's cup. So I guess now what we do is turn the old ignition key on and slowly depress the pedal to the floor. Slowly bring it back up. Off. Back on. To the floor. Back up. Off. To the floor. Back up. Off. And we're done here, I guess. I'll take it for a spin. I don't know, maybe I'll take you with you. We'll see. Well, here we go with the first startup since the quad get loaded up. There's our throttle position sensor. $820s seems normal. Take it for a spin.